my man LBJ lit it up in the Drew League, man. He dropping buckets all over the place.
Man, I got you, man. You know, all that hype about the Drew League and LeBron showing up, but I ain't heard nothing about who his sidekick was.
Oh, you talking about Kyrie?
DeRozan? No, DeRozan.
Oh, yeah.
DeRozan was there. Yeah, see, nobody mentions DeRozan, right? DeRozan probably sent the invite for LeBron to come on out and play. But everybody talking about LeBron dropping 42.
That's true.
Against MJ's competition, as he put it.
So you saw that post too?
I did, man. Like, this is MJ's competition out here, and he putting down 42. Just saying, bro. Hey, did you watch so you watched the highlights, right? LeBron had
yeah.
I'll be honest with you, man. He had an average game. He had an average.
He was
he out there.
3-point line.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Right. He out here still looking like, just pick up basketball.
Right.
The volume shots got him 42 points. It wasn't spectacular. It wasn't like he got 42 dunks. You know what I'm saying?
So what happened to Kyrie? How come he didn't show up?
I don't know.
You know he was supposed to be there.
I heard something about it, but I didn't know he was confirmed. Like, yeah, I'll be there. Like that. He never popped up.
He let us down, man. You know what I'm saying? Every time it's like, and listen, I have nothing against the dude. I really don't.
Mm-hmm.
But why is it always something, man? It's just some people are like that.
I mean, but come on, let's be realistic. Now, the dude didn't want to play in the NBA. The dude didn't want to play for millions of dollars. He ain't gonna play for free.
100%. Oh, 100%. 100%. 100%.
Dude taking games off in the NBA season. He come out here in the summer league and play.
You gonna show me the Drew League next season? Really?
Just saying, man. What's motivation right now? If millions of dollars ain't gonna do it, like what are we doing right now? What makes you think I'm coming out here in this hot packed gym, right? Where it's standing room only and play for free? Right. Why would I do that? Oh man, I'm on a yacht somewhere out here in the lake, out here in the body of water, man, chilling, relax.
He out there exploring to see if the world is really flat, man. I know.
Yeah, man. I'm out here trying to find out for a fact where I'm gonna start rolling over at. Where the world gonna start rolling over? I'm going up to those lands. I'm on a boat. I'm out here trying to find out where it's gonna roll over at. Right. I don't keep going straight. Guess what? The world is flat.
I can't figure my man out. It's rough, but again,
man, he's one of those mysteries, dude. Man,
he really is. But
DeRozan, he's a mystery, man. Like
DeRozan was putting up buckets too.
Yeah, but I mean, it's Drew League, and we playing against. Like, I can't even say what the competition level is. Like, I don't know if these dudes all play college ball at least, right? They play professionally overseas. Like, I don't know what their level of competition is, right? So you got DeMar DeRozan and LeBron on the same team, so there's no competitive balance there. Like I said, I don't even know who's on the other team to compete with these guys. So.
I just saw LeBron.
You see that one dude try to jump with LeBron when he about to get that Statue of Liberty done? What was he thinking?
Why? I don't know why he did that. He was okay with
it. You know what? It's a reflex.
Yeah.
No, it was a reflex. You're going to challenge the shot. You didn't realize where you were on the floor, where you was at towards the rim, and who actually had the ball. I was just saying, like, you don't want to give up a bucket, but and then he realized that once he jumped, he was like, oh, that's LeBron James. Let me get out the way. Let me get out the way. Yes, sir. Hey, somebody did have I saw somewhere where somebody made a comment about why would you risk injury playing this kind of game? As a billionaire, that kind of stuff.
I thought about that.
Player,
I thought about that.
Yeah, but so for these guys, man, the Drew League is a symbol of our culture, right? It raises the stature of basketball, right? A lot of players have played the Drew League that have went on to do great things, right? So it's great exposure for the guys they play against, right? And there's one of those reaching back to help out somebody else type things, right? That's why you do it. So I don't have a problem with them playing. Like I like it. I enjoy it actually. You got to figure the fans that were there. They are there. Some of them are there in the hopes of LeBron James coming out to play.
Yeah.
Or any NBA player of that stature that's come play in the Drew League game, right? They are there for that. So I'm glad they went, glad they did it.
All that's 100% true. I am gonna throw a slight dig out there. I mean, Drew League has a special place. It's like no different than if you go to Rucker Park and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of greats have participated in the slam dunk contest. You see where I'm going?
I do.
How come he? How come he never participated in that?
What's the motivation?
I mean,
The NBA and the slam dunk contest is already what it is. Like I don't have to participate in that. Like I'm already doing enough for the NBA. I'm talking about LeBron James now.
I'm with you.
I'm already doing enough for the NBA this weekend, right? Come on, right? I need some time to myself too now.
Ah,
I need
yeah,
I need some chill time too.
I'm a traditionalist, man. Like I'm like, listen, Kobe got
I'm
in it.
with you, man.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I
I
just
can't. I can't. So when it comes to LeBron and Kobe, I can't put them on the same strategy, right?
mm,
Kobe was in the All-Star game dunk contest his rookie season, I believe,
yeah,
right? He wasn't playing a whole lot of minutes then.
nah,
He had tons of energy. Whereas LeBron, that wasn't his MO when he first came into the league. Like LeBron came into the league 45 minutes a night, right? So
that's
there's a difference when it comes to longevity and wear and tear and all that kind of stuff. Right? LeBron has been injury free largely because of things of this nature, like taking care of your body, that kind of stuff.
100%. Yeah,
Just saying, man. I would love to see LeBron in the contest, but I
would
also
love
understand why he's not doing it. I also
I would have
understand why he doesn't.
loved to see that, man. Just what I'm saying, like, just as a fan, I would have loved to see it.
The business side of it is, hey, I don't need to do that.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, I feel you. I feel you.
Saying.
So where we at with this KD
But
and Kyrie trade, man?
we're at an impasse, I guess. Kyrie wants to go to LA. That's one person that wants him, right? And then I saw somewhere where Denver offered. Was it Denver? No. Matter of fact, somebody offered the Nets a lot for Kyrie and for KD, and they were like, "Nah, I'm good.
Yeah,
You're gonna keep this young man until he says otherwise."
I mean, they're in a tough spot. I think something I was reading today. I think San Antonio plays a key role in like being a third party to the trade or somewhere. I don't know,
Right. Right. Mm-hmm.
but my thing is, man, like there's no incentive for the Nets to make a trade at all.
Oh, we'll come back healthy. We're gonna have we finally get them for a whole season. See what happens.
And listen, quite frankly, just I'm looking at the business side of it, not the fan side of it. I wouldn't trade them.
No, I wouldn't because they fill up my arena right now.
Yeah, I would not trade them.
Fill up my arena right now. So yep, I keep them in the building too. But unless I'm getting a boatload for them, yeah, they're
Right.
not going. They're not going nowhere.
And to me, Donovan Mitchell's not going to do it either. Like a Donovan Mitchell,
He'll, he'll end up in New York at some point.
Knicks, you talking about?
Yeah. Donovan Mitchell will end up in New York.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna have a small backcourt. He's gonna be the one that's gonna. You know who's gonna be saying thank you is Brunson. Brunson's gonna be like, thank you, sir. Thank you for coming.
Right.
I'm not a number one. I am a number two. I'm not a number one. You can have all the number one action you want, and I'll be your number two.
That's a
Thank you,
good
sir.
take. That's a good take, right? You're right. You're right. 100%.
My man said, thank you. Please get them in the building, please.
Yeah, because right now,
I
you
don't look so
imagine.
bad.
Yeah, right now, you imagine the pressure that Brunson feeling right now
Absolutely.
in New York and
When he
that
got
market.
Randall, they got some pieces. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
However, Brunson is going to come in and be that guy, and that ain't it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, Donovan Mitchell to come in and do that dude. Come on in, Donovan. We need you, brother.
Yeah, they need
Come
him.
on over to the East.
Yeah, at this point, man, I just don't. I think Lakers just pick up Kimba, right? I don't know if that has. I don't know what impact that has to the Kyrie trade or whatever, but um,
None.
yeah, I think it was 2 years or something like that. And nobody wants Westbrook, man.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody. I think Westbrook just parted ways with his agent.
Yeah, Westbrook is he's over the hill, bro. He's over the hill, and I don't know what changes they got in store for him for next season, but I hope it goes well.
I
He
mean,
don't win. He don't win so hard for so long, bro. Like catching up to him.
yeah, and the jump shot just left. Like it ain't. I don't think
Never,
it's physical ability. You know what I'm saying? Like I mean, the jump shot. It's not like he was a great shooter anyway, but he was
right. That
okay. He was okay. Right
free
now,
throw line, free throw line. That was it.
confidence is
Like
gone.
he was pretty much automatic on the pull up from the free throw line. That was almost automatic. That was his shot. That was his signature move.
Yeah,
Anything beyond that, it wasn't even 50-50. Like, dude is 30%, 35% from the 3 point line. So
yeah.
anything past free throw line is, we'll see.
That's why, like looking at Miami, right? That's why the Rajon Rondos. Uh, I said Miami, but I'm giving complimentary pieces that played alongside LeBron James. That's why.
Mm-hmm.
What's my man that I forgot where he is now? I think he's in Washington now. He was the shooting guard that when they won in the bubble. Uh, he had an ankle bracelet on his like years ago. He had an ankle brace.
I need to talk about Caldwell Pope.
There you go. Yeah, pieces like him, Mario Chalmers, people like that. They
Mm-hmm.
complement and play well alongside LeBron because they don't demand the ball as much. When you get
Yeah,
players around him, is that say again?
they have to do other stuff. They have
Yeah,
to rebound. They have to play defense. They have to be assists. They have to like shoot the gap, pass the lane, play defense. That kind of.
yeah. It's tough to play. It's tough. I
And then they're
mean,
gonna hit timely buckets when LeBron need them.
right, right. It's a gift and a curse to play with LeBron, man. It really is.
Mm-hmm. It's a gift. I think I would have loved to play with him simply for the fact that I understand what it takes. Right? Hey man, do your thing. I'll be here when you need me. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? I'll be that guy to hit the timely bucket.
that's it.
I'm gonna give them all on defense. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? I'm gonna do everything else. Right. You're gonna get us to the promised land. If I'm in a situation like Kyrie was, it was my shot that got us over the hump.
Yep,
Cool. Right. You did everything you could do. Let me
yep,
help you out a little bit.
yeah, yeah.
So, I
And
mean,
you're
that's
right.
what that is. That's what that's about. And that's what the playing with LeBron is about. Man. Like LeBron is gonna do what LeBron does. You have to play off of that. For those that can't play off of that,
It'll be rough. You're gonna
yeah,
struggle.
yeah. Like LeBron can't play with another ball dominant person. You just can't do it. It's only one basketball, and it's gonna be on LeBron's hand. Sorry.
Yeah. That's why I say, man. I know we talked about this last podcast, man. I think the trust factor for LeBron, man. I'm assuming by now he had a really firm conversation with Kyrie. Like that trust factor and all that has to come into play, man. Because you don't want somebody who's gonna bail on you.
Well, I know people have talked about this, like Kyrie making that comment about. I understand what LeBron was going through. I should have did X, Y, and Z when we was in Cleveland. Blah 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 blah. I'm gonna do that now if I get to LA. It's different now though, right? I would expect LeBron to allow Kyrie on the basketball court. What you want? At this point, LeBron could take a page out of the Wade's book.
Mm,
And you're a younger guy, a little more energy.
yep.
You had the first 3 quarters, right, to do what you need to do. Fourth quarter, me and you gonna make this thing. Gonna get us over the finish line. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Good
That's
point.
what that's the conversation D Wade had with him. Hey dog, I'm not saying LeBron gonna be like, hey, it's your team, Kyrie. However, LeBron will definitely support Kyrie and everything on the basketball court that he can.
Yeah.
Right. And outside of that, and I think with that, when LeBron does that on the court, I expect Kyrie to tone it down off the court, right? Not be so public about some stuff.
Yeah. He
And
should.
that way they coexist together. They seem
Yeah.
like they're on the same page, on the same wavelength when
Yeah.
it comes to basketball.
Yeah, with all the scrutiny he's catching right now, there's nothing sweet. And this goes for KD too, right? There's nothing sweeter for them than come back next year and win the NBA final,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because all the scrutiny they get, and definitely for KD. I know KD is very clear. He makes it very public for him. He does not like what happened with the Warriors,
Mm-hmm.
feeling like they didn't need him and all that stuff,
Mm-hmm.
which they clearly proved they didn't. But
Did they?
pretty sure he wants to get back out there and win a title for that very reason.
Let's back up a little bit. They proved that they didn't need him. Did they? Did they really?
You hold on. You heard me. I said they didn't need him.
I heard what you said, and,
Yeah.
and my question is, they didn't need him. Clearly, they won a championship. I understand what you're saying,
Yep.
right? But have they won against a full roster? When KD was there, they beat Cleveland on a full roster,
Did
right? Yeah, LeBron and that Cleveland roster was solid, bro. And they was
first year.
no, the first year. That's when Kyrie got hurt, right?
Yeah, Kyrie got hurt. Dellavedova was there, right?
Yeah, and he wasn't far.
Yeah,
but like the year, the second time, because I think Golden State won the first year, Cleveland won the second year, then Golden State won the third. They win the finals together like three straight years. If memory serves me correctly, right? And so Draymond gets suspended, Game 5, which gets Cleveland back in it. Cleveland win, right? And then the next year they go back and KD hits the dagger 3 in Cleveland, Game 5.
True.
To win Game 5, and then they win in 6.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm just and I mean, we've already talked about this. Like the Golden State road to championships has been marred by playing against injured opponents. So
that's fair.
Man, no, I'm not taking them from Golden State. They got 4. That's great. It just works out in their favor 4 times. Right.
They're gonna be scary if they full strength next year, though.
We're gonna see. I don't know. I mean, like I said, man, that's why the NBA finals is so. I mean, when it comes to NBA playoffs, man, like you want to be so healthy, like because you're always gonna have those what ifs, right? What if Chris Middleton didn't get hurt this year in the playoffs?
Yep.
How does that affect Milwaukee's game? Would Milwaukee have beat Golden State in the final, right? Could a healthy Boston team beat Golden State in the final?
Yeah, I mean, listen, Boston had stood a good chance to win that series. They really
Absolutely.
I'm not taking anything away from that. I'm not sold on Milwaukee.
Mm-hmm.
With Middleton, I'm not sold on them.
Mm-hmm.
I just think the things that they do defensively, definitely offensively, it negates those 2 versus 3s, right? Because not just running down the court and playing the Energizer battery, like you always joke about, it ain't gonna work against Steph and Clay. And then you add Poole to the mix.
I mean, I get it, man. They're a solid team, and they're gonna be in the mix for sure next year. Yeah. But we'll see how it plays out.
I mean, I'm a gambling man. I'm willing to say that they win next year.
Who?
Golden State. I'm willing to say they win next year.
No. Just like you said, you're a gambling man, so I understand when you say stuff with your heart, right? Where's your wallet say?
Yeah. I'm willing to put money down on it for next year. Now after that, I'm not on the side of Draymond saying they'll win the next 3 years. I think next year, that's when things start to after next.
Think so? So Golden State gonna win next year? Yeah, you saying that right now?
Oh yeah, I'll say that right now. Yeah, the way things are constant today, if something comes up and something miraculous happens with these roster changes, and KD and Kyrie end up in this will never happen, but KD and Kyrie end up in LA. I mean, obviously, I got to change the bet real quick.
I'm almost confident Kyrie gonna be in LA.
I can see that.
That's for the All-Star break or after the All-Star break. He's gonna end up in LA at some point.
Yeah.
Right. KD, on the other hand, that's gonna be a tougher sell because his options are a little more. He has more options.
Right. So yeah.
He ends up still up in the air.
Yeah, I feel you, man. So, what's your thoughts on this Ayton deal where Suns match the Pacers?
If I'm Ayton, like I had to force your hand, which kind of pisses me off behind the scenes, right? We should have handled this. She never got to this point.
Right.
Y'all said I wasn't worth it. Somebody else said I was, so now I am to you. Like it's almost like the redheaded stepchild.
Yeah.
We love you because somebody else loves you, so now we have to love you.
Yeah, no, you're right, 100%. But
That part.
you and I both agree, though. Regular season, we don't have the same viewpoint and complaints about Aiden.
Hmm.
My complaint about him when he get into the playoffs, definitely against Dallas Mavericks. My man went missing. He was out of the series.
I got you. And I mean, that's probably that could have everything to do with matchups. Though. Matchups change. And so where Booker and Chris Paul were doing their thing, like he didn't necessarily have a matchup, or he wasn't as active on the glass and the lob dunks and that kind of stuff that he was in previous series, right? And then they went away from him. Right. The one thing about having a dominant big man is you got to give him the ball.
Yeah, I
You
agree
don't
with
get him the
that.
ball, he can't be dominant. So.
I totally agree with that. It's just that even for me, like I didn't feel comfortable giving him money. What he's commanding, I didn't feel comfortable with that. And even I think the offer that they gave him now is still less than what he was wanting to get.
Yeah, I mean it ain't no max deal, but it's more than what they were going to offer him.
How do you value him? How do you value him?
I think he's a mid-level guy.
Okay.
I think he got market value for his skill set.
Okay.
Um, like I said, I wish that Phoenix could have done it. Like I understand he wanted max money, but yeah, he's not a max guy. But so to be on that second tier financially, right? That's right up his alley. That's where he needs to be.
Yeah,
He's no like Devin Booker is your max guy.
right. In the post, I need some Embiid action. If I'm gonna give you that, I need you to give me.
Yeah, but how many teams got two max guys? How many teams got two players getting 250 million?
Right.
Right? It's
Right.
just not happening. One or the other. So you choose.
Yeah.
And they chose Devin Booker.
I mean, that's the right choice. You know where he
Right.
went to school.
Yeah. Huh?
You know where he went to school.
80? Yeah, Memphis.
Yeah, man. I mean, hey, man, y'all gonna stop denying my Kentucky Wildcats, man.
Ooh, man, nobody denies them. We just not talking about them right now. We talking about Aiden. We not talking about Kentucky right now.
Nah, I think it's a done deal for him, man. I think he's I don't know. I did see something where though that it's not he didn't sign the deal though, right? They just matched the offer.
Oh, you had to sign it to make it official. So
Right, right.
he signed it, right? To say, yeah, I'm going if y'all don't match it. And
Okay,
then
okay.
once they match, then
He,
it's all void.
gotcha, gotcha.
That language in the contract says if we match the offer, the district goes away.
Right,
It went away. You
gotcha.
just matched the terms. You went through the numbers. Everything matches up. Come on, you stay here for that.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
I don't know, man. So NFL's been quiet. I don't have much. I do before we drop off. I want to go through the NFL division winner futures. We'll do that, but I want to transition into some world news stuff. You don't mind actually, real quick. So, last sport thing before we transition to world news stuff. This little kid, little league game, right? I don't
Mm-hmm.
know the time or point in time in the game if it was like a dagger, like to win the game or whatever. But there's a video out there. My man shoots a jump shot. Steph Curry did the night gesture, standing up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This kid laid on the ground and went to sleep.
Double down on it.
Come on, man.
Had to be the dagger. Had to be the game winner.
Listen, so you're the dad, X. What conversation you have?
Yeah, we're not doing that, young man. That's bad sportsmanship. That's bad. That's bad all the way around. And you're not
Yeah.
getting paid millions of dollars, all that kind of stuff. We got it. We're not doing that, young man.
So the
That's what's gonna happen.
funny part is LeBron tweeted Steph was like, "Look what you started."
What's your
Yeah,
comeback though? What's your comeback? Hey man.
yeah. What can you do?
Yeah, what's your comeback?
But
Hey,
Pop said his
hey,
dad. Yeah.
in the words of Charles Barkley, I am not a role model.
as Pops does dad, that you gotta have that conversation. You're like, hey, look here, man. You know,
Yeah.
you got a nice game and everything, but
You
that
ain't
part of it, just leave that out.
you ain't there yet.
Yeah, let's
You
not go
ain't there yet, man. You ain't getting paid millions of dollars. You not winning the NBA championship. You're not doing none of that, man. It's summer league basketball. We are having some fun.
100%.
Let's not do that.
Yeah, man. World news stuff, man. So we talked about the Roe v. Wade stuff last week.
Mm-hmm.
Some news surfaced that caught my eye. I think you already hit on it too. So the 10-year-old girl in Ohio
Mm-hmm.
that was raped, right?
Mm-hmm.
Got pregnant,
Mm-hmm.
had to go out of state to get an abortion.
Mm-hmm.
In Indiana,
Mm-hmm.
she went to Indiana, and again, this is not pointing fingers at either side and all that, but Republicans seem to be surprised that the 10-year-old got pregnant.
I'm not surprised. I feel like they acted surprised. I don't think they.
Oh
So
yeah,
there's a public side of things and there's a private side of things, right?
yeah, 100%. That's what I'm speaking to. I'm speaking towards exactly what you're saying.
Right. I'm all up in arms when it comes to this camera in my face. Behind closed door, yeah, so what?
So your
So what?
thoughts, man? What's the? I mean, we
The, the,
knew,
I, so,
we knew this was
well,
going. Man, we knew this was going to happen.
mhm.
Yep.
I mean, this is the reason for the abortion law in the first place, right? Like you have to have like abortions are life saving events, right? Obviously, some folks with anything have abused the system, right? And I get that, right? And so you can still have an abortion law with the same mindset of health of the mother, right? If
Yep.
mom's life's in jeopardy, she gets an abortion. That's fine, right? Rape, right? You were forced to have sex against your will, unprotected, you got pregnant, right? For having an abortion, right? Incest. Come on, man. Your cousins, your family. Like, no, we're not doing that, right?
Yeah.
For me, I think those three could be in it. Right? Those three reasons are the main reasons why we should have an abortion law.
Right.
The wipe it off the table completely is nuts.
Yeah.
Right? And it's insensitive to women and all that. I would say this is similar to like the Second Amendment, right?
Yep.
Right to bear arms. You can bear arms, sure. But do you need the rocket launcher? Do you need that?
Right.
Do you
AR-15s.
need right? Do you need the assault rifle at your house? Are you protecting your family? Are you out here hunting humans? Right? Are we
Yeah.
hunting wildlife? That's all I'm saying, man. Like everything to a point, right? Is to be acceptable. And this right here is one of those things where we knew it was going to happen. When you get to um, having to cross state lines, right? You're getting into a society where people want to try to get to the states that align with their values. And you want to really have a divided country.
Yep.
Really have a divided country to the point where you can't. If you are of a certain electorate, you need to live in a certain state. That's not going to be good.
Right.
In no capacity.
Rough spot, man. I mean, I felt sorry for the girl. Already, she's in, traumatic situation, and
Right.
you got to go toe to toe with this kind of a law right here, where you got to go out of state just to get this done. Not a
Yeah.
good look. Not a good look.
Especially at 10 years old, like you need major assistance to even do that. You can't just hop in the car and drive yourself.
100%.
Right? You got to involve some adults that you trust and who are going to have your best interest at heart. Which I'm glad she was able to do that. And then a doctor was able to make that happen and report it like she should have to bring it all to light. So, but I mean, big picture doesn't change a thing. They're not going to renege on the law. They're not going to put some kind of precautions in place. Like it doesn't change anything. It's just one.
Yeah.
Right as of now, it's just one.
I feel you, man. It's a tough spot, but yeah, I think we'll be talking about more of this in the future, unfortunately.
Yeah, this is going to be going on all the way through the election.
Yeah, it will. It will.
and beyond at that point.
Yeah. Brett Favre's in the news, man. What was your last impression of Brett Favre? The last sports related impression of Brett Favre that you had?
Brett Favre he's probably every gunslinger's favorite quarterback.
Yeah, 100%.
Dude, he's a backyard quarterback, man, and was pretty good.
Let it all hang out.
Yeah, man, out here doing all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
But when it works, it's great, and when it doesn't work, why he do that?
Well,
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, I was gonna say I'm pretty sure Mike Hogan had a love-hate relationship with him
100%.
because of how he played.
Yep.
They won a Super Bowl, so that's his favorite guy.
Right.
That's his guy.
Yeah, he's the ultimate. No, yes. He's that guy. The ultimate guy. Yeah, the news.
It's a clip on I think Brett Favre's story or Mike Holmgren's story when he was on the sidelines.
Yeah.
And Brett Favre threw an interception or whatever, and Coach Meade gets on the headset, get him out of here, put the other guy in. And then by the time Brett had got to the sidelines, he was like, no, let's wait a minute. Let's wait. Let's wait a minute.
he looked down the bench and had flashed when he saw him.
Yeah, man, it's one of those like, this guy's crazy. Can't take him out, man.
Can't take him out. Yeah, man. So yeah, he's in the news, X man, and supposedly he's supporting or backing some drug that's supposed to be helping players with concussions, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like most new products and services, they need funding or whatever else.
Mm-hmm.
So before we get to that part, he supposedly owes like a couple $1 million because he got paid for speaking engagements that he never showed up for. That was number one. And then in connection to that drug I'm telling you about, he was in connection with a couple that supposedly gave him funds that were supposed to go towards welfare payments for like helping people of need within the area in Mississippi. I think that was in the neighborhood of $77 million. Like an auditor had tipped it off, made it public, found out Brett Favre's name was connected to it. So there's now a whole legal battle with that, in addition to those payments.
Right.
Now, keep in mind, I don't know if you have been following Brett Favre's podcast. He had a former president on this podcast, and he was very open about the playbook. When I turn on my TV, I want to watch football. I just want to watch football. I don't want to see political stuff about dividing the country and all this stuff. And from the original playbook, the playbook I'm talking about.
Absolutely.
And unfortunately, Brett Favre became that guy. Knowing he's in the locker room with, your Sterling Sharps, all the players he played with, even a Reggie White. It's just interesting to see, like, not only him, but a lot of these players where you watch them on TV, they're in the locker room with what society should look like, all walks of life inside of that locker room, right? When they separate from the locker room, it feels like they find their way back into that comfort zone to be who they were hiding before they got in that locker room, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense. Like when you at work, there are rules that there are unwritten rules you must follow while you at work.
Yeah.
When I was in my own home, guess what? The rules don't apply to me.
Right.
Right? When you at work, you're not supposed to, when in your job, you're not supposed to talk politics, you're not supposed to talk sex, religion at work. Right? And when you go home, you can do whatever you want.
Right.
But in this building, we have to foster an environment that is inclusive. So in the locker room, you can talk about sports, you can talk football, basketball, all that. But let's not talk politics. Let's not talk sports. Let's not talk religion.
Yeah.
But guess what? I'm retired now. I ain't in the locker room.
Right.
I got my own platform.
Yep.
I got a podcast. I'm trying to get out here, and I'm trying to get my numbers up. So guess who my audience is? This guy supporter.
Yep.
Come on, man. Come give me some views. Right? That's all. That's how the game is played. That's just where it is, man. And I don't fault Brett Favre for what he's doing. What he's doing. That's Brett Favre, man. Sad part is, after 2016 elections, right? A lot of folks starting to show their true color.
Oh yeah, yeah.
This kind of stuff, right? These topics, these divisive topics, people are digging their heels into what they believe in. They're coming out, right, of hiding, so to speak, voicing their real feelings, right? Had you known this about Brett Favre during his playing days, would you have supported him? Probably not.
Nope.
So let's not do that.
Which is crazy, X. So it's like, that band of brothers thing when you talk about the locker room, right? Which tells me he no longer stays connected. It's not possible for him to stay connected to any of those guys that he won those Super Bowls with and he went to war with.
Not at all. I know. I think he's connected to the ones that believe in what he believes in.
Yeah.
Right. That band of brothers sounds good on television. It sounds great in documentary when you talk about a team sport.
Right.
All that sounds great. Right. Everybody talks about, we went to war with these guys. Right. And that's a whole nother subject coming from a veteran of war. But that's just what it is, right? When you're trying to sell a team and you're trying to sell a franchise, or talking about how y'all won a championship together, right? You don't talk about these are my brothers, right? But your brothers ain't been in your house since y'all won that championship.
Mm.
You probably ain't talked to half of them since you left the team. You know what I'm saying? So, like, how close or how much of a brother are you, or were you? Right? It sounds, like I said, it sounds great. The sound bites are great, but the actions don't match up to your word. Like, that's sad part.
Yeah. Well, it's Brett Favre. I'll be following the case to see kind of what happens, but I'm pretty sure they're going to order him to pay that money up. They're going to order him to pay that money back that that he, for whatever the speaking engagements. But that other piece, I think that couple's going to go down for sure.
Or to just have him, they'll just reschedule some speaking engagements and have him fulfill those contracts.
Yeah. They said he made one payment and then he disappeared. He didn't make another payment.
You ain't got to make no more. You ain't got to pay no more. Just reschedule the agreement, the speaking engagements, or schedule another one. I'll be there for that one, right? You ain't got to pay.
Which is funny because he was good on Peyton Manning's on the Manning Brothers show. He was good on there.
Yeah, I get, man. Like, Peyton Manning is one of those guys. He's well respected, and people tend to do right by him.
Yeah.
Outside of that, where they tend to go sideways.
Yep. All right, man. Before we head out, I want to go through some of these divisional futures. Starting the AFC. So here's the way we're gonna play this. I'm gonna give you what I think.
Mm-hmm.
You give me what you think in that division, and we'll just go through all of the divisions, NFC and AFC. All right, let's start with AFC. AFC West. I'm pretty sure we probably both agree Buffalo's gonna win that division. Tara's not in here, so she ain't here to argue about the winning.
Realistically, she couldn't. She can't have faith in those boys. Realistically, I mean, I understand as a fan, you're gonna say what you gotta say as a fan,
right?
But realistically, it's not. Nope.
All right, AFC North. It's gonna be tough for me with this one because unless I understand what's going on with Deshaun, I can't really vouch and say Cleveland right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and go with Cincinnati until I understand what's going on with Deshaun.
I can't say Deshaun. I can't say Cleveland even with Deshaun because Cleveland going Cleveland. So, Cincinnati has the best chance. Hopefully they stay healthy.
But Lamar Jackson interests you at all, Baltimore?
I'm nervous about Baltimore, and I'm gonna tell you why. Right, Lamar still got this contract situation going on. Right? And so if he goes out here without a new contract, gets hurt, trying to do too much, right? And ain't gonna look good for Baltimore. So as long as this contract thing is out here, I don't expect them to have a good year.
Right, I agree. You can't be playing with stuff in the back of your mind. Definitely comes money. And take
Yes, sir.
yeah. So AFC South, no brainer for me. Colts,
No brainer.
no brainer.
Really?
Matt Ryan immediately with that roster, that running game,
Not
that
talking about.
defense.
Not
Huh?
talking. Not talking about a Matt Ryan that's prime though.
Yeah, absolutely. Trust me, money's going down on that one.
Okay.
Still, you got Tennessee then. That's the only other option you got. You can't go Texas or
Yeah, yeah.
Jacksonville.
I mean, a healthy Derrick Henry, man. Like, come on, bro.
I'm with you. I like it. I mean,
They were, they were, they won the division before. They were like number one seed in the playoffs like a couple years ago before he got hurt.
yeah, I would say this: if the Colts had anybody else other than Carson Wentz last year, they win that division hands down.
I don't know. Like everybody wants to blame Carson Wentz for them not making the playoffs. Man, the dude went 27-7, 27 touchdowns, 7 picks.
He did.
Right? Man, at what point do we look at that defense too?
Timing is everything, though, X. When
I understand what you're saying, but at what point do we look at that defense too?
I agree. I agree. I think the defense let them down, but we both know that a lot of times that offense can cause a lot of motivation, a lower of motivation when it comes to defense side of
I
ball.
understand what you're saying, man, but look at here. We talking about. Let's just look at it. They were down 14-0 to the Jacksonville Jaguars in this so-called playing game.
I agree.
Right?
Agree.
That wasn't Carson Wentz's fault.
He did throw some picks, through like 3 in that game. 4, I think.
On the comeback trail, bro. Trying to come back.
Now, this was early in the game. This was early. I bet. The reason why I know I bet on that game. All the money.
Hey man, when you supposed to have a top ranked defense, and this is your playing game, like they should have had a shutout.
Oh, I agree with that.
So I don't care what Carson Wentz does. You're gonna win this game. Defense got to do it. Just saying.
But
So
I do gotta win it. I gotta win the division. I'm gonna stick with it. I like I like the 2 running backs and all that.
Yeah.
You're definitely not gonna like this AFC West pick.
You gonna pick the Broncos?
I believe in Russ.
You gonna pick the Broncos?
I believe in Russ. Give me the
Yeah.
Broncos. I believe in Russ.
You have them. You can have one. You know I ain't going with that. So
You going Kansas City?
until you beat them, until they lose, you're right.
Tariq Hill.
Hey man, that's Patrick Mahomes, bro. Until you beat them,
Other than Kelsey, can we name anybody else that he throwing the ball to?
doesn't matter.
Mikael Harmon. I don't know if that interests anybody.
Doesn't matter. You're gonna figure it out.
I gotta see this one. I really gotta see this.
I got them figuring it out, man.
Okay. All right. So I got Bills. Put a question mark beside the Bengals. Colts. Broncos.
No question mark there. Go with it. You with it. You with it.
It'll change once I get.
Nah. I'm so glad we're recording this right here. You can't go back and say, "Oh, I didn't say that." You can't. No, sir. I'm writing this date down. Episode date. Write this down.
You're really not gonna like this NFC East pick. You probably heard me say this before. Right?
Yeah, you're going with the Eagles.
I'm going Eagles.
Yeah, I know.
Locked in.
All right, we're gonna take your fandom.
Who you got?
Commanders.
Okay. All right. My heart says Commanders.
I'm a fan, bro. I go with my squad always.
I'm with you. Hey, NFC North is a little.
Hey, and when we have the playoff party, you're not invited because you didn't believe.
Hey, my money gonna be out of my wallet, and I'm gonna still put that jersey on. Who we got? NFC North. Until that man leaves that division, I still got Green Bay.
Yeah, man. Like hard.
There's nobody else there.
Yeah, they're so unproven. Yeah, you can't root against the guy, man. He's the Patrick Mahomes of the NFC. Just saying.
Kirk Cousins is the second best quarterback in that division.
No, man. I mean, yeah, but the gap between the first and the second is so wide. Like it doesn't even matter. Like not even close, bro.
Right. I do think Detroit gonna win more games. I think I like Detroit the way they won. They played down the stretch. They may even leapfrog Chicago, to be honest with
I mean, because Chicago gonna have a quarterback playing or a second year quarterback,
you. Yeah,
right? But they still got Jared Goff in Detroit, man. So,
yeah.
yeah.
NFC South. I believe in Jameis, man.
Okay.
I'm going with the Saints.
Okay. That number 12 back in Tampa Bay.
I agree. I know, but I'm going with the Saints.
All right, man. Okay.
You got Tampa Bay?
Yes.
Okay.
Got number 12.
Strictly because of quarterback, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
He proves otherwise. Yes, sir.
All right.
Like you said, Aaron Rodgers is the best quarterback in that one division.
Yeah.
And then Kirk Cousins is number 2. That's Tom Brady. Tom Brady is that far ahead of whoever else in the division.
James is the second best quarterback in that division.
Yeah, on a Kirk Cousins status. I'm just saying, man. You will never live. You will never live down 30 for 30. Sorry.
Got Baker
Never.
Mayfield in Carolina, though.
So.
Okay. All right. No. I was trying to see if that interests you. I was
Oh, they talking about the dude ain't even started yet. Like, no, like he got to come in and prove himself to his own team. Like, come on.
This is the hardest division for me out of all of them. Only because of 3 teams, not the 4th team. NFC West. I got the Rams.
Okay, that's hard. That's not easy to defend, right? I mean, they
I
are
can make an
winning.
argument for Arizona though, a healthy Arizona.
I can't.
Not
I
a
mean,
healthy
I could.
Arizona.
Okay, I'll take that back. I could. But Arizona, like, they can't put a whole season together. They haven't up to this point. Right? They start out hot.
Agree.
They start out on fire, and little knick-knack injuries start piling up and start losing. Right? And then, like I said, Herbert, I expect him to continue to improve, but I don't think he's there yet.
So check this out, just for laughs. So Seattle's sitting right there, right in that last spot. Like that's their spot, last. They didn't even want Baker Mayfield. They're like, we got Geno Smith, we good. We don't need Baker. Like to me, that's how bad and how far Baker Mayfield has fallen.
On the flip side of that, though, are they trying to get uh, Jimmy?
Jimmy Garoppolo. Oh, Seattle, you talking about?
Yeah, are they
They,
trying to get him out
they,
of San Francisco?
I can see that. Yeah, I can see
I mean,
that.
I don't know what his rehab looking like, shoulder wise or whatever, but I know that he's out. He's
Speaking
available.
of, is he going to start?
I would assume if he's healthy, I don't see why he wouldn't.
Okay, because I keep hearing mixed things. I keep hearing that they went ahead and moved forward, and they bringing in a young kid.
I mean, but that's the thing, right? They're gonna say a lot of like we don't know his physical ability right now.
Yeah,
That's injury. So if they're gonna bring the young kid, it's reasonable to say that they're doing that because he's not gonna be healthy.
right. Yeah.
But then they can't come out and say that because they also trying to trade him. So I mean, if the dude is healthy, I would expect him to play.
Yeah.
If he's not healthy, then they would have to go with the young kid anyway.
But for you, it doesn't make a difference. San Francisco is you got them third in that division.
Um, I can put them second.
Okay. All right.
They just have they're just a tough out. They're not gonna you're not gonna walk over San Francisco, no matter who's their quarterback.
Yeah, they got strong defense and all that. Plus Debo.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
They got weapons. They're very competitive team. Um, as you've seen, they're gonna get the Super Bowl and the NFC Championship. But, yeah, they're gonna be all right no matter who at quarterback.
yeah, I agree.
Anybody get the ball, anybody get the ball to Debo. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
Anybody, no matter how you do it.
Debo give it to you any kind of way. Out the
Right.
backfield,
I feel like I can play quarterback with San Francisco right now.
right.
I can do it. I just feel like I can do it. What's the call, coach? Cool. boy, you ready? Let me find my man. He's on this side. Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's all I need.
I should know where he at. That's all that matters.
All right, man. What else you got, man?
Hey man, what's your take on Tiger Woods?
I hadn't been following recently. I know there's an issue. He made some comments about Phil Mickelson and players that's going over in Saudi Arabia getting that check, which I am never mad at.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't feel comfortable speaking on other people's money, man. That's just me.
Yeah, so the money thing. I ain't necessarily worried about the money. Like people gonna do what they gotta do. They got bills, right? So
Yeah.
whoever offers the biggest check, go get it. Ain't got a problem with that. I watched Tiger play in this last tournament.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't make the cut, right? Now it's a great story. Oh, he came back and played. He made it back. Blah, 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 right? But did he come back too soon? Right? I understand the competitive juice. I understand you did it to say you did it.
Yep.
You would have waited another year rehab, right? Who's to say he will ever get back to being able to play a full game without any pain? I mean, I watched him when he first came back. The dude was in major pain.
Yeah.
Which tells me he probably shouldn't have come. But I don't know, man. I just don't want him to. Hopefully, the comeback didn't hurt him in the long. No, golfers can play up until 50, 60 years old.
Right.
So hopefully, this doesn't hamper him long term. I think Tiger's through his 40s, late 40s. He's still got a lot of golf ahead of him if he wants to do something. That's my concern. That's what I was angling at when I asked that question. Like,
Yeah. No, I'm with you. I forgot which book it is. I think his former caddy, the one that everybody knows about, that the one he won all those masters with, he had wrote a book and was talking about how one of the things that most people don't realize with Tiger is that he trained a lot with the Navy SEAL. And they said his body behind the scenes took a lot of ground and pound behind that. On top of the amount of time that he, because him hitting a golf ball is a lot more of a more destruction to his body than Phil Mickelson playing, right? Because of how hard and the torque he puts in his waist and his back, hitting that ball. And then on top of the knee injuries with training with the Navy SEALs and all that, that's a lot, man. I mean, he put himself through a lot of punishment. Don't get me wrong, tip top shape. I don't know if you ever see Tiger in person. Yeah, I saw him out here at the here in Charlotte, man. He's he was like a linebacker. I mean, a defensive back.
Yes, sir. Like the dude is jacked. Like this, the t-shirt doesn't do him any justice.
Right. 100%.
Is jacked. I get it, man, but we don't understand the torque that goes into playing a golf ball.
Yep.
But the amount of force it takes when you do that to generate the power necessary to hit the ball the way that he has hit the ball. Right. That takes it so long. It's like the same as jumping 10 feet in the air all day long, like basketball. Your knees just not built for that.
Yep.
Right. You look at bigger guys, Greg Oden, Sam Bowie, like those guys were so big, they just didn't have the ability to make that pounder.
Yeah.
Why they were injury point.
Yep.
Saying, man, people don't understand this stuff. The golf swing, and I think when I first started playing golf, man, I fractured my hand. I hit the golf ball the wrong way. And so I understand, like, it's not easy.
I got respect for it, man. Like, I'm not one of those people say they're not athletes and all that. I respect it.
They are athletes. Now, don't get me wrong. There's a difference when it comes to pace of play and endurance, right? But still wear and tear on your body. Still wear and tear on your body.
Yeah, man. What else you got, bud?
Oh, let's get back to the NFL real quick, though. So the Texans done settled 30 losses.
Texas, what now?
Texans settled all 30 day lawsuits?
Yeah, my dad was telling me something about that. I didn't. I'm behind on that one. That is that.
Yeah, they settled all 30. Let's get it out the way. Let's move on.
Uh,
Move on.
uh.
So what does the NFL do about that?
I mean, to me, if Deshaun Watson still gets in trouble, they also need to get in trouble. Like they can't just settle and then it just goes away.
Right. So we had talking to Brittany about the situation. Like, so what's going on with this and what happened and blah blah blah. I told her best way I could. I told her, hey, you didn't do anything criminal. It's just the number, the volume, right? And what happened? He was like, so he's not forcing anybody to do anything. Nope. He didn't force anybody to do nothing. Like, outside of coming out of her bathroom in a towel, and at some point in this conversation or in this massage therapy session, he exposes himself.
Uh-huh.
He didn't do anything, right? I mean, he would say, "Hey, my hamstrings hurt," so you touch his hamstrings, but you always know what that is, and then my glutes, right?
Yeah.
We get on his glutes. We all know what this general area is,
right?
Right. And he didn't nobody put a hood over these head over these masseuses' head, put them in a van, dropped them off at the airport, put them on a plane, snatched them off a plane, put them back in the SUV.
Some of them called and text back.
Right. None of them. This is all voluntary, right? They all volunteered to get on these planes and meet these places, right? So the Texans piece of it is when they are complicit in this, right? And to include handing out NDAs, right? How is it? How does the blame fall on him?
Right. Yeah, you can't punish one and then leave the other factor out of that. You just can't do that.
Right. Which is why the Browns was like, hey man, don't worry about that. We're gonna take care.
Yeah, I mean, again, he's going to tell the whole story, right? About hey, this is how it went down, but
I just feel like it's more blame to go around than Deshaun Watson, right? Again, the dude is 26 years old in the prime of his life, and he was trying to further women in this way. This is his way of further women, in my opinion.
I agree.
I don't know. Like, nobody asks. No one wants to ask the obvious questions.
Oh yeah, I mean,
especially when you get a message like if I'm a masseuse, right? I'm a male masseuse, right? I could be I'm a masseuse, right. And I get a DM from, let's just say a WNBA player DMs me, hey, I'm trying to get a massage. You work for who? You guys got to, like for me, I'm trying to be the team masseuse. I'm trying to get into that.
Right.
Y'all got a masseuse on staff? Y'all hiring? Like I'm trying to get on that. Like, I'm not. Because clearly you got a masseuse on staff. Like we know this. Why you ain't going to that guy or girl? What's this really about?
Really, what it is, I saw your OnlyFans account.
Hey, look, man, let's just go to dinner. Let's just be real about it. We're going to dinner. We're going to see if we can date. Let's just be real about it. I'm just saying. I don't know. You ain't got to play this up. We ain't got to do that. Because truth be told, if the dinner goes well, we might get into that anyway. Right?
Right.
So we ain't got to go through all that right now. I'm just saying. Truth be told, if dinner goes well, we might get into all that anyway. So let's not play this game right
here. I guarantee. Listen, I might get canceled for this. But listen,
I'm not involved everybody else, man, with the nonsense. That's all I'm saying.
I'm gonna go ahead and say it, X. I guarantee you, every one of the masseuses that he went to, they had an OnlyFans account. Guarantee.
I don't see nothing wrong with that.
Right? No, I'm not saying it's wrong, but I guarantee you that's what piqued interest. Because listen, he ain't just do a search. Let's go through the logistics of this. He didn't go through Instagram and type in massage therapist. We know he didn't.
Right.
So let's just go ahead and get that out of the way. So I know he put in some other keywords. Oh, he got OnlyFans account. Right? They just happen to do massage therapy on the side.
I mean, that massage therapy thing was the hook, right? That was his way in,
Right.
supposedly, right? But like I said, man, when you're looking at a 20-some-year-old man that's a millionaire, right? Single, who's available, somebody get my shot.
Right.
And then when it doesn't work out, when I was called myself being misled or bamboozled,
Uh-huh.
right now I'm gonna go play the law. Now I'm gonna do the law thing.
Hey,
Right? And I'm still gonna be my shot, right? I'm still gonna come out with a couple dollars.
man.
I'm gonna be all right. It's just not, man. It's not necessarily. It's just not the way it should be. And then the guy gets suspended. So you want to play football for 2 years now? Because he didn't play last year. And he's probably not gonna play this year. Or at least half of this year. So just saying. At the end of the day, man, no harm, no foul. Nobody got hurt. Let's move on.
Yeah, that's true. Real quick, I got to get a shout out real quick, man. Don't forget, this is episode 24. Ken Griffey Jr. I know you're going to say Kobe.
No, I can't say Kobe. Kobe played under 8.
Okay.
I can say Mamba. Mamba was 24.
Okay. All right. We get that.
Mamba.
And don't forget, this episode is sponsored by Appliance Medic. Hot outside. Get your AC checked. Be sure to contact them on Android, iPhone. Download it today. And also Phase Consulting Partners. Any size business that you have, any kind of portfolio management, training, learning, development needs, they got you covered there as well. They're on Android and iPhone. Download that. What else we got, man?
Hey, thanks for watching on YouTube, by the way. Appreciate y'all for doing that. And you can always join the conversation via the Facebook group at the Lifestone Podcast. Let us hear your thoughts. Got any topic suggestions? We take all that. And as always, rate us, review us, get us on Apple Podcast, leave us a review. It'd be much appreciated. We can continue to grow this thing. Tell a friend, I tell a friend, and we just continue to grow one day at a time.
Merch coming soon.
Merch coming soon. You see it. Merch coming soon.
Peace.
Peace.